Hi guys, this is Meg with Nova New Weekend Warriors. Today I am not going to have any intro music because I wanted to talk about a subject for me that's a little bit more serious. I wanted to talk about how my fitness journey came about, and I thought it was very fitting given the events that have been in the news over the past 2 weeks in regards to two different celebrities. So those of you who know me know, because I'm pretty open and honest about it, that I do suffer from depression and anxiety. And I have tried to deal with this many different ways, but one of the best ways that I've found to deal with it is exercise. Certainly medication has played a role at certain times throughout the years. I've also found that massage has been very beneficial for me. And again, I just want to preface all of this by saying that I'm certainly not giving medical advice. Everyone needs to make decisions for themselves and with their healthcare providers for what's best for them. But this is just my story today. So those things have been very important to me in creating great mental health for me. So today, while I was out on my run, I figured I was just, given the events of the last week, I was really struggling with that a little bit and thought it would be a good time to share my story. I have probably suffered from depression and anxiety since I was young. I think I was diagnosed with depression probably in my 20s or maybe in my early 30s, and then my anxiety, when we realized that it was anxiety as well, things made a little bit more sense for me. Having a little bit of a rough patch, as I do from time to time. And it's funny because an article came up and I was reading, and I'm going to be honest with you, I got a little bit annoyed with the article, so I didn't finish it. But the article was talking about, I think it was smiling depression, and it talked about, especially when you're an extrovert, and it's not a really good, seeing someone that appears to be happy, appears to be joyful, isn't always the best indicator of whether or not they're suffering from depression, anxiety, other mental health issues. I know for myself, people will constantly say that I am a very positive person. And I do. I have moments of joy, moments of laughter, moments of happiness, moments of sadness, like every emotion across the book. But when I'm going through a episode, especially when it's an especially harsh episode, there's an overriding feeling that I can't really describe very well. Just then to tell you that behind the laughter, behind the tears, behind the smile, there's just an underlying feeling that hangs out there, and recognizing that that won't be there forever is great. There are certainly times where that feeling, I have to give into it. And so there are times where I don't meet my fitness goals for the day, for the week, or sometimes even for the month. And that's okay. That's okay, as long as I'm getting what I need somewhere. So I made a decision this week to go back to see my therapist, just because of different triggers and different things that have been happening throughout this week. So I'm okay. I'll be okay. I just know what's right for me, and that's definitely one of those things that's going to be right for me. Anyway, it's tough because advice is different for everyone, and that's why I would say I am not at liberty to give it, because what works for me isn't going to work for someone else. And what works for someone else isn't going to work for me. So, work. I'm not even going to say anything. I'm just going to tell you what I do. It took me over 30 years to find a good therapist. And then when I found a good therapist, she's no longer on my healthcare plan. So I got to pay for it out of pocket, which is okay because my mental health is important to me. It's just kind of annoying the way our healthcare system works, but that's a whole nother story. So, yeah. Anyway, I rambled a little bit this week. Happy to be rambling this week. If you guys have any comments, questions, anything else, you can always feel free to reach out to me. Happy to do that. Today's going to be a good day. I had a really beautiful walk. A little bit of a, I call it yogging. It's jogging with yawning in between. So I had a good jog. I had a good walk today. This afternoon, I have my massage scheduled with my office mate, so I'm super excited for that. It's going to be a good weekend. I've got a lot of stuff to get done today, but I'm just going to play it by ear, and what I don't get done today will get done tomorrow or the next day. So, hope you guys are enjoying the podcast. Next Wednesday will be a great one. Wednesday is going to be Dr. Pete. He is a chiropractor who also does CrossFit. So I think he probably brings a really unique perspective to CrossFit. I've got lots of questions for him because I do not CrossFit, and I know a lot of my clients do. So I'm super excited to talk to him and post that on Wednesday. So we'll be much more uplifting and back to being upbeat and all that good stuff on Wednesday. Anyway, I hope you guys have a great weekend. I hope you take care of yourselves, and I will see you on Wednesday. I'll put links in the show notes for some resources that have helped me in the past, and then also some resources that maybe I haven't used, but are recommended by healthcare professionals. All right, bye.